Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Axel. Today we're actually doing face cams for it's face cams for the rest of the career. Everyday face cam now. Every day. I'm just kidding. We don't have the budget for that. All right, guys. So for real this time, today what we're actually gonna be looking at is I have a lot of songs that were basically just throwaway music. It's stuff that like I made and then I wasn't really sure where I was going with it, so I might have just felt stuck where I was and ended up not following through with it, or it was just music that like straight up it sounded bad and um I didn't want to delete a lot of the stuff because I feel like it's good to look back at some of these things and see my progress as as an artist, um and as a producer and the things that I've done before, and just really try to get a look at the things that I've done in the past and um, how I've changed, sort of, typical stuff. But not all of this stuff is really that old. It's some of the stuff might be like things that I just like worked on and then kind of just didn't care about anymore. I guess none of these are really that old. Oh, you know what? A lot of these are old because this date, all of these got created on this date. That's when I switched PCs. So that's when they appeared on my computer. But a lot of these are like a lot older. So I had lyrics for this one initially, but yeah, so a lot of this stuff is missing. So this one is called cumbia. Um, it's just a style of music. So yeah, this is all the audio stuff that is missing. I don't have it. It's a lot of like it's a few like vocal effects, and then some like symbol. I think this one does have it. Yeah, but have some automation. I don't know where I put that. Oh, that's just volume. So this is what it sounded like. This is where it gets good. Aw, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so that was what it was whatever. Okay, this one running in the JonTron. This one's actually on my channel right now. It was just like there was like a point where I was really like um into Initial D. I watched almost all of it. It was a good anime, honestly. I really liked it. And I realized like I was playing some chords and they sounded like the intro to JonTron's um like his opening theme. And I thought that it would sound like good mixed in with the leads for running in the 90s. So this is what it sounds like. But I mean, if you've seen all the videos on my channel, you already know what this sounds like. That cut was super choppy. It was really bad. But it was like it was whatever. I actually kind of really did like it, but There's a lot of stuff that I could improve on it looking back now, but it's stuff that I'm not gonna bother. So this one is called Quiet Village. So a lot of the reason why some of these are throwaways is because like I wanted to put lyrics on them, and some of these there's just no way to put lyrics on them. This one I called Quiet Village, but honestly, it's like one of the loudest songs that I have. So sorry if it's really loud, but yeah, that's that's how it is. I really like the way that that one sounds. I think it's also one of the best ones that I have. But again, there's no way for me to really put lyrics over that, or at least not that I thought of. Like, even if I could, I felt like I don't have the voice to have lyrics put over that. So I just decided to put it in my throwaways folder. This one's called Dungeon Theme. So one of the reasons why this one came about is because I'd kind of been obsessed with like, what if I had made the soundtrack to a video game, but it would be like an RPG game. And so Dungeon Theme came about because I felt like it was kind of like like I don't want to say like necessarily trap, but it was like sort of trap influenced music or like hip hop influenced music, but it was like video game related, like RPG 8-bit style video game related. So that's where this one came from. Yeah, looking back at this one, I thought the concept was really nice, but I definitely don't know how to like mix these. I mean, for this one, the bass, all I did was put Fruity Parametric EQ, which honestly has nothing. Now I do have presets for like 808s. I think this one is the best one. So now I think if I played it over it, it would sound a little bit better. So it still doesn't sound great, but I mean, it's better than how it was originally. I think this is also a really bad choice of an 808. It's the Mad 808, and I honestly don't even know where I got that from. It's like one of these packs. But I got the Pharaoh Beta, and that one has like this short thump is like the one that I use as my go-to for everything. I also don't think that the 808 line was really that good, so it's hard to think of ways to fix that. Um, but that was another one that I really liked with that whole kind of like hip hop video game music sort of hybrid. Um, but yeah, maybe one day I'll make a game and it'll be good, and I'll put music for it. All right, this one I just named techno, but honestly, I don't think it has anything to do with techno. Um, my parents listen to a lot of like really industrial gothic music, and so they've been in that like sort of goth movement for a long time since they were really young. Um, and they still do to this day. I mean, up until what happened with COVID, they'd go to like clubs almost every weekend, and they had a good time doing it. But they listened to the music, and so I grew up listening to a lot of that sort of like goth styled music. And when I was younger, it didn't really appeal to me, and even now, it's not the most appealing to me. But I like the way that the music sounds, and like coming up with music that sounds similar, even though it's music that I feel like I wouldn't listen to on my free time, like on my own in my free time. It's not music that I think I would listen to like rigorously. But there's some songs where I've gone back, and like some artists where I've gone back to listen to their music, and it sort of inspires me to like do work, based around some of that music. And so this is one track that I came up with and sort of in that style. So that one was one that I really like doing. It wasn't too difficult, I'd say, but like it's not something that I feel like I'd ever release. It's like seriously, but it is a lot of fun, and I feel like being able to experiment with music genres that are not particularly like your genre, or like something that you feel like you're the best at, or that you actually enjoy. It's good to get out of your comfort zone and make music that's not like any music that you are accustomed to making, or even music that you listen to. And I think that that sort of helps you grow a little bit more as an artist, or a producer. Honestly, I don't think I'm even good as a music producer. I like, honestly, my skills, like what I know, especially for the time that I've been doing it, which has been about like 3 or 4 years now. I don't think I'm anywhere near the level that I wish I would be. Um, I seriously, and I mean it honestly, like I make music and I put music out because it's music that I enjoy, but I feel like it's not good music. It's just music that, I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm actually happy with this. But I've seen how other artists produce their stuff, and I wouldn't say I'm at their level. I wouldn't say I'm really good, but a lot of the time for me, it's not really about like making technically the best music. It's just music that sounds good to me. And I'm not doing my work for money. I'm not producing for other people. Um, so that kind of helps me like feel a little bit more comfortable with where I'm at. Is if I was doing it professionally, I'd like to set my game up. If I was like making music for other people, then obviously I'd feel a lot worse about where I am. I think that like for what I do, I'm okay at it, especially since a lot of this stuff, I do almost everything by myself. Soul Calibur is another one. This one is it's essentially the same story as the last song that I just played. Same thing, inspired by the same kind of gothic music and in the industrial wave of music. So again, I had a lot of fun producing that. It's just small stuff. It's a lot of things that I have in between. Things that I work at to get like I work on to get my mind off of projects that I'm actually working on for myself, and they're good time wasters. Um, they have me doing something productive that's music related, which I actually really enjoy. But it's not serious enough to where it's like something that I'm stressing over. I mean, I know I'm not a big artist, but I really do enjoy just making music. But there are times when like the music that I make for myself to put out, even when it's for a small audience, it still is kind of stressful just trying to work at it. And like, the audience doesn't even matter as much as like the process that you go behind it and like whether or not you enjoy it. And so for me, even if it's just one person listening to it, I want to give that audience like what I think for me is my best work. And so when I'm putting stuff out in that, like with that mindset, um, it takes a lot out of me. And so it's good to work on music that I know is not gonna really be out there, and it's not gonna be like a big representation of who I am as an artist. So it's music that I can take like a little bit easy, just mess around with. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna share with you guys for today. I really want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking around, and hopefully I can bring you guys more content that's similar to this. I know my channel has always been like that in between. Like, I want to do gaming, and I want to do music, and I want to do skits, and I want to do all this other stuff, and I never really figure out what to do. Lately it seems like the best things that like the things that perform the best on my channel are like the FL Studio stuff, or games. Like Modern Warfare was one of the ones that did the biggest on my channel, and I think it's the thing that got me to 100 subscribers. So I just really appreciate you guys sticking around. If you guys want to subscribe, I'll do more stuff, and just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see more of. You know, anything is really greatly appreciated. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well during the pandemic. Hope everyone is taking care, and please, 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 if you live in the United States, remember to vote. Please, you hold this election in your hands, and it's just good to do whatever you can. Vote for those who can't vote, because voting in this country is a privilege, and a lot of people don't have the privilege of voting. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Tackle the week ahead with all your might, and I will see you guys in the next one.